Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Success, Motivation, and Inspirational Podcast. I'm your host, M. Curtis McCoy.
Never had that happen before, but man, I'm glad to have you on the show here, Ken. All right, hey, so today I've got Ken Joslin on the show. Ken is the host of the Grow Stack Drive Create Conference. It's going to be coming up in Atlanta here at the end of the month. And Ken's also, you've done what, 250 million in real estate transactions, right?
Yeah, probably about 275 million to 300, but who's counting?
Man, that's awesome. So you started out, you're a pastor turned coach, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I spent the last 25 years, 30 years, I spent about half of that in full-time vocational ministry, pastoring churches, planting churches, and the other half as a top producing mortgage broker in Georgia from about 01 to about 08. And then now in the real estate side from 2016 to now.
You've got the this Grow Stack Drive Create Conference coming up. Is this your first actual Create Conference you're launching? Or?
Well, actually, I did a Create Conference about 20 years ago when I was in youth ministry. That's where the name came from. I did a National Youth Leadership Conference. We called that Create about 20 years ago. So when it came time to brand this one, I thought, you know what? Because the word create says everything that we're trying to do. You know, really what we do at Grow Stack Drive at GSD is really what we do is three things. We help business leaders build confidence, gain clarity, and create community. And that word create to me really is symbolic and means a lot. So we've done 5 live events over the past year, but this is going to be our first large event. This is going to be something now that we do in Atlanta. This is going to be the #1 entrepreneur conference in the Southeast. We're going to do it every year in Atlanta at the end of January. We've already got it booked next year for the January 27th and 28th.
GrowStackDrive.com/Atlanta. Get your tickets. There's actually, you still got that special going on, right?
We're running this. Yeah, we're running a special right now. We've got 4 levels of tickets from $99.97, just under 10 grand for our CEO tickets. Our VIPs are $2,597. Our executives are $1,097. And then our general admissions are normally $547, but we're running a special this week for $197 to be able to get in the room with guys like John Maxwell, Jesse Itzler, Anthony Trucks, Dave Meltzer, Jen Gottlieb, my good friend Melissa Jackson. We've got an unbelievable lineup coming in.
A lot of us have gone to some of the larger conferences where you've got tens of thousands of people and still around incredible speakers, incredible leaders. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that's cool about smaller conferences like this is you can get right up and connect with, incredible speakers like yourself and John Maxwell and incredible leaders. But being in that smaller environment like that, you've got the ability to actually connect with them and not only be listening to them from, where you can't even see them if they're not on the Jumbotron. It's going to be a really cool thing that I'm excited to be able to be, actually where you can see this sweat on the brow. And
yeah, it's going to be good. And this is our first year in Atlanta. Our vision and our goal is to get this thing in the next 3 to 5 years moved over to the Gwinnett Arena, which is right down probably 15 minutes from where we're hosting this at the Faye Center. Gwinnett Arena seats about 13 to 14,000. So our goal is to grow this conference to be one of the largest entrepreneur conferences, not just in the Southeast, but in the entire United States.
Awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that. We've been chatting here back and forth with, I'm actually helping promote the conference on Newswire, and a lot of interest with local TV stations and news broadcasts and radio shows. And what's one reason that somebody would go besides just connecting and listening to all these incredible leaders?
Well, I've said this, every conference I go and speak at, I was just at one in Miami. I actually emceed the entire conference and I spoke on day one, right before my friend Brandon Dawson, who's the partner with Grant Cardone and Cardone Ventures. One of the things I said continuously all weekend was this. And we had Floyd Mayweather, Rich the Kid, Ian Smith. We had some phenomenal leaders and artists, and obviously Floyd, one of the top entrepreneurs and money makers in the athlete, the world of athletics. One of the things I told the people was, if you're here just to see Floyd Mayweather, which is phenomenal, and Floyd was great. Dude, he checked off every box for me. He was a phenomenal human being the time I got to spend time with him. If you're here just to hear Floyd Mayweather, you're missing out on your opportunity to invest in yourself. You've invested a good amount of money, $5 grand, $7,500, $10 grand, whatever you've invested here. If you're here just to hear Floyd Mayweather, you have wasted your investment. The magic is not only what happens on the stage. The magic when you go to these events is what happens in the room. I said, if you don't leave this conference this weekend with 5 to 10 phone numbers and brand new relationships, you've wasted your investment. The whole theme for our Create Conference in Atlanta is this. We believe that businesses are built via relationships. And
Man, say that
relationships
again.
are built.
Businesses are built via relationships. I love that.
Businesses are built via relationships. Always. Businesses are built via relationships. And we believe that relationships are built in circles, not rows. So this entire event is going to be in the round. We're going to have 35 tables of 10 entrepreneurs and business leaders at every table. There are going to be 300 to 350 business leaders in this auditorium learning from John Maxwell, the number one leadership expert, maybe outside of Jesus, in the history of the world. Jesse Itzler, one of the top entrepreneurs. This guy sold so many businesses. It's been absolutely insane. My good friend David Pollack from ESPN's College Game Day. Dave Meltzer. Dave was the CEO for Lee Steinberg Sports, and he is and was the motivation behind the movie Jerry Maguire. We've got Jen Gottlieb, former VH1 MTV host, Hugh Jackson, former NFL head coach for the Raiders and the Browns, now the 7th coach in the history of Grambling State football. We literally have an unbelievable lineup of speakers, of entrepreneurs, and of leadership experts.
You mentioned, surrounding yourself with these leaders and stuff. One thing that I don't see a lot about you online that's absolutely the truth is you're a master connector. You're just incredible at surrounding yourself with other amazing leaders. And you yourself are the man. I mean, if somebody's coming to the conference just to see you and listen to you teach about this, it would be absolutely incredible. But to be able to have 20 other leaders in the room that are also killing it in their own industries, to be able to share their own insights on leadership and success and personal development is absolutely awesome. So I'm so looking forward to this.
Yeah, we've got guys. I've got my good friend Brent Gove coming, who's one of the top agents at EXP. Brent started with him about 4 years ago. He now has 25,000 agents in his downline. 25,000 agents under him. He's making right at $1 million a month in residual income.
And you would never know it.
Well, and you wouldn't know Brent. And I'll tell you the kind of people we have coming to the conference. When I asked Brent Gove to come, he said, "Ken, I'm there." And I said, "Great, tell me what you need." He goes, "Oh, you're not giving me any money." He goes, "As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pay for my own plane ticket, my own travel. I don't need anything from you. Tell me where I need to be and when I need to be there, dude, and I'm there to support you." That's the kind of people when you talked about connector earlier, those are the type of individuals and relationships you need in your life. You need people in your life who are in your corner. Man, they are encouragers. They cheer for you. They speak truth into your life. You need people in your life like a Brent Gove. You've got to have those kind of people to help you get to the next level and get where you want to go.
I had some of that stuff when, people, whether it was starting my pharmaceutical company or the telecom company that I launched, there's always, you've got friends who, most of these were, distant family members that want to, they'll show up and they're happy to support your business as long as you pay for their cell phone plan and buy their phone and keep upgrading them out of your pocket. But having somebody like that, like Brent, who's willing to not only be not paid for the event, but also pay for his own ticket, and kind of shows the quality of the leaders that you've got showing up here. So one of the things, if you're going to this event, I mean, I would highly recommend it. You've got an online streaming version as well. If you can at all get your butt in the seat, get in there and get surrounded with these folks and bring a notebook. I mean, have a thick notebook and a backup pen.
Well, you're gonna be in luck, because in every swag bag we're doing a notebook and a pen. So you will have a notebook and a pen in every one of the swag bags. Our CEO ticket holders, which are just under $10,000, their swag bags are, dude, they're swaggy. They're swaggy P swag bags, bro. These swag bags, I promise you're not going any. I've never been to a conference and got the swag bag like we're giving out at this one. They're unbelievable.
And I've been to a lot of these conferences. I'll be at this event as on the VIP ticket, and I could care less about the bag. I'm there to connect with folks like yourself and these other incredible leaders, and it'd be cool to see what you throw in the swag bag too.
It's going to be good, bro. You're going to enjoy it.
And I know you just got a few minutes here. You got to get off the call pretty quick probably, but
I got 4:30. I'm good for 26 minutes.
Cool, buddy. So what is something that somebody that's never been to an event, I mean, whether they've been to conferences or not, if they've never been to one, they're just listening to podcasts and trying to figure out how to be a leader or how to grow their business. What is one thing that they can take away from this that's going to change their life?
Well, really, there's going to be three things we focus on this weekend: building confidence, gaining clarity, and creating community. And we are doing this, and I mentioned this earlier, we're doing this in the round because we believe that businesses are built through relationships, and relationships are better built in circles and not rows. So our chairs aren't in rows. You're at a table with 9 or 10 other entrepreneurs and business leaders. We want you to build relationship with the people at the table. Listen, if you want your business to grow, I've been writing it in my journal for a year and a half. And then when I created our own Grow Stack Drive journals, it is actually printed on the bottom of the page. It says, get in rooms with people who think bigger than you do. When you get around people, I remember the first time I ran into Grant Cardone 2 years ago, he looked at me and he's 5'5", so he looks up at me. He goes, what are you here for? And I said, Grant, I'm here to blow the lid off of my mindset of what's a lot of money, because I want to help pastors and church planters not struggle when they want to go plant a church, not struggle with being able to raise the funds they need to effectively plant a church and expand the kingdom. That was really my purpose. And so now we're going to have entrepreneurs and business leaders, but we're going to have ministry leaders in here as well. So what's the one thing that you're going to walk away with? You're going to walk away with an opportunity. You're going to come with an opportunity to build great relationships. Now, whether you do that is up to you.
I'm so looking forward to meet you and sit down, have a cup of coffee, shake hands with you, and hopefully continue this relationship we got going right now, continue growing for the next 20, 30, 40 years.
Awesome, my friend.
I appreciate you being on the show. Thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, and if you guys aren't following Ken yet, be sure to get a hold of Ken Joslin on Instagram, the different social media networks, posting some incredible stuff. So be sure to follow Ken and get connected with him and the other leaders that are going to be at this event.